Hey everyone, welcome back to English Talking Practice. I'm Lily, and joining me today is my awesome co-host, David. David, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fantastic, Lily. Actually, I just came back from the gym and I feel so energized and refreshed.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that post-workout feeling. You know what? I went for a morning run today and it really improved my mood.
That's great. See, everyone, we're already talking about health and lifestyle, and that's exactly what today's lesson is all about.
Exactly. Today, we're going to teach you how to talk about health and lifestyle in English. This is such an important topic.
It really is. Whether you're talking to your doctor, discussing fitness with friends, or just making small talk, health and lifestyle conversations happen all the time.
That's so true. And in today's world, people are more health conscious than ever. Everyone wants to live a healthier, happier life.
Absolutely. So being able to discuss these topics in English is incredibly useful. Plus, it's a great way to connect with others.
I completely agree. Now, before we dive into all the amazing content, let me say, if you're new here, welcome to our channel.
Yes, welcome. We're English Talking Practice, and our mission is simple. We want to help you speak English naturally and confidently.
That's right. We don't just teach boring grammar rules. We teach you real conversations that you'll actually use in your daily life.
Exactly. We focus on practical English for everyday situations. And if you've been with us for a while, thank you so much for your support.
Now, before we continue, please do us a huge favor. If you enjoy our free daily lessons, hit that subscribe button right now.
Yes, please. Subscribing really helps our channel grow and allows us to create more quality content for you every single day.
And don't forget to click the bell icon. That way, you'll get notified whenever we upload a new video and you won't miss anything.
We post fresh English lessons every single day, so make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on.
All right, so let's get started. David, tell me honestly, how would you describe your lifestyle? Are you living a healthy life?
That's a great question. I'd say I try my best to live healthily. I exercise regularly, I eat pretty well, and I try to get enough sleep, but I'm not perfect.
None of us are perfect. I think the key is balance, right? You can't be too strict with yourself or you'll burn out.
Exactly. I agree completely. Sometimes I eat pizza or stay up late, and that's okay. It's all about moderation and making healthy choices most of the time.
Well said. And you know what, listeners? That's a really important point. Health isn't about being perfect. It's about making consistent, good choices.
Absolutely. And that's what we're going to help you talk about today, all the different aspects of health and lifestyle.
Perfect. So let's start with the basics. David, when we talk about health and lifestyle, what are the main topics we cover?
Great question. The main topics include exercise and fitness, nutrition and diet, sleep, stress management, mental health, and general wellness.
Exactly. And all of these are connected. Your diet affects your energy, your exercise affects your sleep, your stress affects your mental health. It's all linked.
So true. Health is holistic, which means everything is connected. You can't just focus on one area and ignore the others.
Right. So today we're going to cover all of these areas and teach you the vocabulary and phrases you need to discuss them confidently.
Perfect. So let's start with exercise and fitness. This is a topic that comes up constantly in conversations.
Absolutely. So David, how often do you exercise? What's your routine like?
I try to exercise at least 4 times a week. I usually go to the gym for strength training and cardio. Sometimes I also go for a run outdoors.
That's impressive. 4 times a week is really good. What kind of strength training do you do?
I do a mix of things. I lift weights, do some body weight exercises like push-ups and pull-ups, and I also use resistance bands. I try to work different muscle groups on different days.
That's smart. Muscle recovery is important. What about cardio? What's your favorite cardio exercise?
I love running. But I also do cycling on the stationary bike, and sometimes I jump rope. I try to do at least 30 minutes of cardio each session.
Excellent. See, everyone, David just used so much fitness vocabulary naturally. Let's break down some of these terms.
Good idea. So first, let's talk about types of exercise. There's cardio, which is short for cardiovascular exercise. This includes running, jogging, swimming, cycling, and anything that gets your heart rate up.
Right. Cardio is great for your heart, lungs, and endurance. Then there's strength training, which includes lifting weights, doing resistance exercises, and building muscle.
Exactly. Strength training helps you build muscle tone your body, and increase your metabolism. Then there's flexibility training, like yoga, stretching, and Pilates.
Yes, flexibility is often overlooked, but it's so important for preventing injuries and maintaining mobility as you age.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about where people exercise. The most common place is the gym or fitness center. This is where you'll find equipment like treadmills, ellipticals, weight machines, and free weights.
Right, but many people also exercise at home. You can do home workouts with minimal equipment. You just need a yoga mat and maybe some dumbbells.
Exactly. And outdoor exercise is amazing too. You can run in the park, hike in nature, swim in the ocean, or do outdoor yoga.
Yes, fresh air and nature make exercise even better. Now, let's talk about exercise frequency. How do we describe how often we work out?
Good question. You can say, I exercise every day, or I work out 3 times a week, or I try to exercise regularly.
Right. If you don't exercise much, you might say, I'm pretty sedentary, or I don't exercise as much as I should, or I'm trying to be more active.
Exactly. And if you're starting a new routine, you might say, I just started working out, or I'm getting back into fitness, or I'm trying to build a consistent exercise habit.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about exercise goals. What are common fitness goals people have?
Great question. Common goals include losing weight, building muscle, getting stronger, improving endurance, or just staying healthy.
Right. You might say, my goal is to lose 10 pounds, or I want to build more muscle in my arms, or I'm training for a marathon.
Exactly. And it's important to have specific, measurable goals. That helps you stay motivated and track your progress.
Absolutely. Now, let's move to another crucial topic, nutrition and diet. This is where things get really interesting.
Oh yes, food is such a big part of health and lifestyle, and it's also a topic everyone loves to talk about.
So true. David, tell me about your diet. What do you usually eat?
I try to eat a balanced diet. I eat lots of vegetables, lean proteins like chicken and fish, whole grains, and healthy fats. I also drink plenty of water.
That sounds really healthy. Do you follow any specific diet or eating plan?
Not really. I don't follow a strict diet. I just try to eat whole foods, avoid processed foods, and watch my portion sizes. I believe in intuitive eating and listening to my body.
I love that approach. It's so much more sustainable than restrictive diets. But let's talk about some common diets people follow.
Good idea. So there are many popular diets. There's the Mediterranean diet, which focuses on vegetables, fruits, fish, olive oil, and whole grains. It's considered very healthy.
Right. Then there's the vegetarian diet, where people don't eat meat, and the vegan diet, where people don't eat any animal products at all, including dairy and eggs.
Exactly. There's also the keto diet, which is high in fat, low in carbs, and the paleo diet, which focuses on foods our ancestors ate, like meat, vegetables, and nuts.
Yes, and intermittent fasting has become popular too. That's when you only eat during certain hours of the day and fast for the rest.
Right. Everyone has different opinions about which diet is best, but the truth is the best diet is the one you can stick to and that makes you feel good.
Well said. Now let's talk about eating habits. How do we describe the way we eat?
Great question. You can say, I eat 3 meals a day, or I'm a grazer, which means you eat small amounts throughout the day.
Right. You might say, I skip breakfast, or I never miss breakfast, or I'm trying to eat more mindfully, which means paying attention to what you eat.
Exactly. And if you eat too much, you might say I overate, or I stuffed myself, or I ate until I was too full.
Yes. On the other hand, you might say, I'm hungry, or I'm starving, which is extremely hungry, or I could use a snack.
Perfect. Now let's talk about describing food choices. You can describe foods as healthy or unhealthy, nutritious or junk food.
Right. Healthy foods include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Unhealthy foods include processed foods, fast food, sugary snacks, and sodas.
Exactly. You might say, I'm trying to cut back on sugar, or I'm eating more vegetables, or I'm avoiding processed foods.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about hydration. Water is so important for health.
Absolutely. You should say, I drink 8 glasses of water a day, or I'm trying to stay hydrated, or I need to drink more water.
Right. Staying hydrated is crucial for energy, digestion, and overall health. You can also say, I carry a water bottle with me, or I track my water intake.
Great tips. Now, before we continue, I want to remind everyone watching to please hit that like button if you're finding this lesson helpful.
Yes, please. Giving us a thumbs up really helps us know what content you enjoy, and it helps other learners find our videos too.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to English Talking Practice for daily English lessons.
Don't forget to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. We post new videos every day, and you don't want to miss them.
All right, so let's move to another essential topic, sleep. Sleep is so important for health, but many people don't get enough.
Oh, this is such an important topic. David, how much sleep do you usually get?
I try to get 7 to 8 hours every night. I know that's what experts recommend, and I definitely feel better when I get enough sleep.
That's great. I aim for 8 hours too, but sometimes I only get 6, and I can really feel the difference the next day.
Oh, definitely. When you're sleep deprived, everything is harder. You feel tired, grumpy, and you can't focus.
Exactly. So let's teach everyone how to talk about sleep in English. First, let's talk about quantity. How much sleep do you get?
Right. You can say, I get 8 hours of sleep, or I only slept 5 hours last night, or I need at least 7 hours to function.
Perfect. And if you don't get enough sleep, you can say, I'm sleep deprived, or I didn't get enough sleep, or I'm running on no sleep.
Exactly. Now let's talk about sleep quality. It's not just about how long you sleep, but how well you sleep.
Right. You might say, I slept like a baby, which means you slept very well. Or I tossed and turned all night, which means you couldn't sleep well.
Yes, you can also say, I had trouble falling asleep, or I kept waking up during the night, or I slept soundly, which means deeply.
Exactly. Common sleep problems include insomnia, which means difficulty sleeping. You might say, I suffer from insomnia, or I have insomnia.
Right. Other sleep issues include sleep apnea, snoring, or restless leg syndrome. You might need to see a doctor for these conditions.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about sleep habits and routines. Many people have bedtime routines to help them sleep better.
Yes, you might say, I have a bedtime routine, or my sleep schedule is consistent, or I try to go to bed at the same time every night.
Right. Good sleep habits include avoiding screens before bed, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, and avoiding caffeine late in the day.
Exactly. You might say, I don't look at my phone before bed, or I read a book to wind down, or I take a warm bath to relax.
Perfect. Now let's talk about feeling tired or energized. How do we express these feelings?
Great question. If you're tired, you can say, I'm exhausted, or I'm wiped out, or I'm drained, or I need a nap.
Right. And if you're energized, you can say, I feel refreshed, or I'm wide awake, or I have so much energy, or I feel great.
Exactly. You might also say, I'm a morning person if you have energy in the morning, or I'm a night owl if you have energy at night.
Great expressions. Now let's move to stress management. This is such an important part of modern life.
Oh, absolutely. Stress is everywhere in today's world. Work deadlines, financial pressures, relationships, traffic, it all adds up.
So true. And chronic stress can really damage your health. It affects your sleep, your mood, your immune system, everything.
Exactly. So learning to manage stress is crucial. Lily, how do you handle stress?
I have a few strategies. I exercise regularly, which really helps. I also practice meditation and deep breathing, and I make sure to take breaks and do things I enjoy.
Those are excellent strategies. Let's teach everyone how to talk about stress in English.
Perfect. So first, you can describe feeling stressed. You might say, I'm stressed out, or I'm under a lot of stress, or I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Right. You can also say, I'm stressed about work, or I'm stressed because of my exams, or stress is affecting my health.
Exactly. Now let's talk about stress management techniques. There are so many ways to reduce stress.
Right. Popular methods include exercise, meditation, yoga, deep breathing, journaling, and spending time in nature.
Yes, you might say, I meditate every morning to reduce stress, or yoga helps me relax, or I journal to process my emotions.
Perfect. You can also say, I take breaks throughout the day, or I practice mindfulness, or I go for walks to clear my head.
Exactly, and social connection is important too. You might say, I talk to friends when I'm stressed, or spending time with family helps me feel better.
Great point. Now let's talk about work-life balance. This is a huge topic in modern life.
Oh, yes, so many people struggle with this. Work takes over everything, and there's no time for personal life.
Right. You might say, I have poor work-life balance, or I work too much, or I need to set better boundaries.
Exactly. On the positive side, you might say, I maintain a healthy work-life balance, or I make time for myself, or I don't check work emails after hours.
Perfect. Now let's move to mental health. This topic has become much more openly discussed in recent years.
Yes, and that's wonderful. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and we should be able to talk about it.
Absolutely. So let's learn how to discuss mental health sensitively and appropriately in English.
Great. So you might talk about your mood. You can say, I'm in a good mood today, or I'm feeling down, or my mood has been low lately.
Right. Common mental health conditions include anxiety, depression, and stress. You might say, I struggle with anxiety, or I've been dealing with depression.
Exactly. It's important to be honest about mental health struggles. You might say, I'm seeing a therapist, or I'm working on my mental health, or I'm taking medication for depression.
Yes, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You can say, I talked to a counselor, or therapy has really helped me, or I practice self-care.
Perfect. Self-care is so important. This includes activities that nurture your mental and emotional well-being.
Right. Activities include taking baths, reading books, listening to music, spending time alone, or doing hobbies you enjoy.
Exactly. You might say, I practice self-care by reading, or I take time for myself every day, or self-care is a priority for me.
Great examples. Now let's talk about overall wellness and lifestyle choices.
Yes, wellness is about the whole person. Physical health, mental health, emotional health, and even spiritual health.
Right. You might say, I'm focused on overall wellness, or I take a holistic approach to health, or I'm working on all aspects of my life.
Perfect. Now let's talk about habits. Habits are the foundation of a healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely. Good habits include exercising regularly, eating healthy, getting enough sleep, managing stress, and avoiding harmful behaviors.
Right. You might say, I'm building healthy habits, or I'm trying to break bad habits, or consistency is key for me.
Exactly. Bad habits might include smoking, drinking too much alcohol, eating too much junk food, or being sedentary.
Yes, you might say, I quit smoking, or I cut back on alcohol, or I'm trying to eat less junk food.
Perfect. Now let's talk about health checkups and medical care. Even healthy people need to see doctors sometimes.
Absolutely. You might say, I go for annual checkups, or I see my doctor once a year, or I'm due for a physical exam.
Right. You can also say, I get my teeth cleaned twice a year, or I had my eyes checked, or I need to schedule a doctor's appointment.
Exactly. And if something is wrong, you might say, I don't feel well, or I think I'm getting sick, or I need to see a doctor.
Perfect. Now, I think this is a great time to remind everyone to subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes, if you're enjoying this lesson and learning lots of useful vocabulary, hit that subscribe button right now.
Subscribing helps us so much, and it ensures you never miss our daily English lessons. We work hard to create quality content for you.
And please turn on notifications. Click the bell icon so you get alerted every time we post a new video.
All right, now let's do a complete practice dialogue. Let's show everyone how all this vocabulary comes together naturally.
Perfect. Let's imagine we're two friends catching up over coffee. I'll start. Hey, David, it's so good to see you. You look great. Have you been working out?
Thanks, Lily. Yes, actually, I've been going to the gym pretty regularly. I started about 3 months ago, and I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome. What made you decide to start going to the gym?
Well, honestly, I was feeling really sluggish and tired all the time. I realized I was spending too much time sitting at my desk and not moving enough, so I decided to make a change.
Good for you. I'm so proud of you. What kind of workouts do you do?
I do a mix of things. I usually do weight training 3 days a week and cardio 2 days a week. Sometimes I also take a yoga class on weekends.
That's a great balanced routine. How do you feel now compared to 3 months ago?
Oh, the difference is huge. I have so much more energy, I sleep better at night, and honestly, my mood has improved a lot too. Exercise really does wonders for mental health.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. What about your diet? Did you change anything there?
Yeah, I did make some changes. I'm eating more vegetables and lean proteins. I cut way back on processed foods and sugary drinks, and I'm drinking a lot more water.
Wow, you've made so many positive changes. That's really inspiring. Do you have any specific fitness goals?
I do. My main goal right now is to build more strength and muscle. I'm also training for a 5K run in a few months. It's my first race ever, so I'm a bit nervous but excited.
That's fantastic. A 5K is a great goal. You're going to do amazing. What about sleep? Are you sleeping better now?
Oh, definitely. I used to only get about 5 or 6 hours of sleep, and I'd toss and turn all night. Now I'm getting 7 to 8 hours, and I sleep much soundly.
That's wonderful. Sleep makes such a difference. What about stress? You used to be so stressed with work. How are you handling that?
You're right, I was really stressed out. Work was overwhelming, and I was bringing that stress home every day. But now I'm managing it better. Exercise helps a lot, and I also started meditating for 10 minutes every morning.
Meditation? That's great. I've been wanting to try that. Does it really help?
It really does. At first I thought it would be boring or I wouldn't be able to quiet my mind. But once I got into a routine, it became one of my favorite parts of the day. It helps me feel calm and centered.
I need to try that. You know what? You're inspiring me to take better care of myself. I've been so busy with work that I've let my health slip.
Oh no, what's been going on?
Well, I've been eating a lot of takeout and fast food because I'm too tired to cook. I'm not exercising at all, and I'm only getting about 5 hours of sleep a night. I feel exhausted all the time.
That does sound tough. You need to make yourself a priority. Your health is so important. What if we became workout buddies? We could exercise together and keep each other accountable.
Really? You do that? That would be amazing. Having a workout partner would definitely help me stay motivated.
Absolutely. And I can share some healthy recipes with you too. Meal prep on Sundays has been a game changer for me. It makes eating healthy so much easier during the busy week.
That's such a good idea. Okay, I'm in. Let's do this. I'm going to focus on my health and lifestyle starting this week.
That's the spirit. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about making small, consistent changes. Even just 20 minutes of exercise a day makes a difference.
You're so right. Thank you for the encouragement, David. I really needed this.
Anytime. We're in this together. Here's to our health.
Cheers to that. Okay, everyone, that was a natural conversation about health and lifestyle. Did you hear all the vocabulary we used?
Yes, we talked about exercise, diet, sleep, stress, mental health, and making lifestyle changes. That's exactly how these conversations happen in real life.
Exactly. Notice how we were supportive and encouraging with each other. Health conversations should be positive and motivating, not judgmental.
Great point. And notice how we shared personal experiences and were honest about our struggles. That makes conversations feel authentic.
Absolutely. Now let's do a comprehensive vocabulary review. We've learned so much today.
Yes, let's review the most important words and phrases. Everyone repeat after us. Exercise,
Workout,
gym,
cardio,
strength training,
diet,
nutrition,
healthy eating,
balanced diet,
sleep,
insomnia,
stress,
meditation,
mental health,
wellness.
self-care.
Great. Now let's practice some essential phrases.
I exercise regularly.
I try to eat a balanced diet.
I'm trying to get more sleep.
I'm working on managing my stress.
I practice self-care every day.
I'm focused on my overall wellness.
I go to the gym 3 times a week.
I'm training for a marathon.
I meditate every morning.
I'm trying to build healthy habits.
Excellent! You're all doing an amazing job.
Yes, you should feel really confident talking about health and lifestyle now.
Absolutely. And remember, these conversations happen all the time. At work, with friends, at the doctor's office, everywhere.
Right. Being able to discuss health topics in English is so practical and useful.
Now, let's give you some homework. We want you to practice what you learned today.
First assignment. Describe your current lifestyle in English. Talk about your exercise habits, eating habits, sleep schedule, and stress levels.
Second, set one health goal for yourself and practice saying it out loud in English. For example, I want to exercise 3 times a week, or I'm going to eat more vegetables.
And third, this week, pay attention to health conversations around you. Notice the vocabulary people use and try to use it yourself.
These practice exercises will help you internalize all this vocabulary and use it naturally.
Absolutely. And now it's time for our question of the day. We want to hear from you.
Here's the question. What's one healthy habit you have or one you want to start? Tell us in the comments below.
Yes, share your health goals and habits with us. And try to use some of the vocabulary we learned today when you write.
We love reading your comments. It's so motivating to see everyone working on their health and English together.
Exactly. And speaking of engagement, if you found this lesson helpful, please give it a big thumbs up.
Yes, liking the video really helps us and shows us what content you want more of.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to English Talking Practice right now. We create new lessons every single day.
Don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications. You don't want to miss any of our videos.
And share this video with your friends, family, or anyone who's learning English. Help them learn this important vocabulary too.
Yes, sharing is caring. The more people we can help, the happier we are.
All right, Lily. I think we should wrap this up. This has been such a valuable lesson.
It really has. Health and lifestyle is something that affects us all every single day.
Exactly. Whether you're talking about your morning workout, your lunch choices, or your sleep schedule, this vocabulary is constantly useful.
So true. And talking about health can help you build connections with others. Everyone cares about being healthy.
Absolutely. And remember, health is a journey, not a destination. It's about progress, not perfection.
Well said. Every small positive choice adds up over time. Don't get discouraged if you slip up. Just keep going.
Perfect advice. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for learning with us. We love having you as part of the English Talking Practice community.
You're the reason we do this. Your growth and success motivate us to keep creating content.
Remember, talking about health and lifestyle in English is practical, important, and a great way to connect with others.
Exactly. So use what you learned today. Talk about your health goals, your exercise routine, your diet, anything.
You've got this. We believe in you. Keep practicing and keep taking care of your health.
Well said. We'll see you in the next lesson with another practical English lesson.
Don't forget to answer the question of the day. What healthy habit do you have or want to start?
We can't wait to read your answers. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
See you next time.
Keep practicing your English.
And keep living a healthy lifestyle.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye and stay healthy.